Well, we're going to go with this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. Shaun Driver, the Red Horde, and my fingers are crossed that this is working because the software has changed, and the only person who knows the differences is Brendan himself. But it seems like it's working, so we're going to go with it. How the hell are you, everybody? I'm at the controls. And it is a glorious day. Brendan, unable to join us. He's got commitments with the lads for both today and tomorrow. And so you're stuck with me and me alone without all of the bells and whistles and all of the fun stuff that's going on in the background. And that's okay. I'm going to try and figure this out all on my own. There will be some technical glitches. There will be no funny sounds. There is just going to be me and stress. And that's basically where we're at. A lot of the pregame stuff that normally doesn't happen in a week. Oh no, now I'm buffering. It seems to be okay. Let's bring up the frame rate stuff. Dropped rates. Uh-oh. I have rate droppage. Let me know if you're getting that on your end. Or if it's just on my end, because that may influence what I end up doing. And how do I bring that up so I can see what it's doing? Don't know. I will just cross my fingers and hope that it's okay. How are you guys getting me? W&G, everybody, jack of all trades, nothing here, we're good. I'll just continue as normal, and I'll trust you guys to identify what's going on, and maybe I'll be a little less liberal with my clickabouts as we figure this one out. What do I have to tell you? It has been an absolute mad week. Couple days in court, couldn't get it. Let's do this. Let's turn that off. And let's do this and turn that off. Massive destruction mode is my 3-year-old. I have dealt with him using water on our Google Home, so that's been sacrificed to the toddler gods. The toilet downstairs is now plugged, and I have done everything in my power until 1 o'clock in the morning last night to try and figure that out. It's not working. There was something else that he broke too. I can't even remember. It's just been ongoing madness in the household, and so that makes me nervous doing this because I'm afraid he's going to wake up and end up causing destruction. But enough from that. Let's get into the numbers that data. I've missed you guys. I've missed doing this. Let's get into the numbers that data. I've missed you guys. I've missed doing this. This is feels like home. And not doing it for the last couple of matches. There's some buffering, but fixes itself almost immediately. And I think I'm just going to have to go with it and hope that it covers. I've stopped some extra sidebar business. I'm gonna not touch anything other than maybe close off a couple of browsers here, just so that we're running fine. And we're gonna go there. Jed, how's everybody? And I didn't bring up the chat to go in there. We're running. I got no stuff up here. I got just a couple things down here. You'll be dealing with just me, and we'll figure this out. Who am I? Yeah, I cleaned myself up a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, what do I need to tell you? Wrexham, Ipswich, 1-0 from the last one. Massive overhaul for them, not for us. A couple small changes. So it will be interesting as we look to try and reassert ourselves after a whole bunch of... it's a mess, the championship table. It's literally like there are, 10 teams that legitimately think that they have a chance to get into the playoffs, and we definitely are one of them. If you haven't caught the matches from earlier on today, QPR beat Hull City. That's a good thing. Swansea beat Bristol City. That's a good thing. Coventry beat West Brom. Doesn't really matter either way. Leicester City, Stoke City, draw 0-0. And then yesterday, Blackburn Rovers beat Preston. So around us, getting a lot of help and necessary, because if you bring up the table, and I didn't bring up the table, I brought up the scores, and I'm going to leave them there as it is for now. We have an opportunity to climb back into it, reassert ourselves, but that all starts, we need to win. And against an Ipswich Town at 54 points with 2 games in hand, that's looking to do an assault potentially. I mean, if they're looking at this as a springboard. 57 points here if they're able to get a win. 60 points if they get the other one of the makeup games reestablished. They get some help otherwise, and they're knocking on an automatic. So they're screaming to get up there. Where we're sitting here, there are teams staring at that 6th spot. Derby County, 48 points. Us, 48 points. Preston, they're a game behind now at 48 points. 1 point behind and a game behind are Bristol and QPR at 47. And then you go Southampton, Birmingham, Watford, Swansea. They're all looking. Even Stoke City and Sheffield United knocking at the door at 42. It's not outside the realm of possibilities for anybody. So let's just look at the lineup here, and let's jump in on, and I'm sorry if I'm ignoring the chat while you guys are chatting away back there. I'm just going to click this, and nope, wrong one. Click this and hope it works. That's them. Let's go back to here. And that's us. As to the changes, I mean, Ogonkwo on 4, Kluwerth, Hyam, Doyle exactly as it was before in the FA Cup match against Ipswich last week. Kabore, a change. Longman out, bringing Kabore in. I think that makes sense to me. He's the better winger. Longman, he's not that far off. Capable championship player. Proven capacity, but when you've got Issa and a ceiling, you go for it, and that's good enough for me. So then we've got Chief Rathbone sitting there as our back two. That's the only change there. Dobson is out, and Chief draws in from last week against Ipswich Town. And then over on the other wing, Thomason, exactly the same as it was. And this time they're going to get a dose of Kiefer Moore instead of Sam Smith, and he's going to go out running with O'Brien next to him and Windass in support. And we'll be lined up in our new... Let me get my phone so it doesn't ding in your ears as we go through this. And actually, it's probably going to have an alarm that's going to go off soon. Mute everything. Mute everything. As for them, though, this is where it gets fascinating. This is an entirely different lineup. Outside of Cedric Kipre, they've went with 10 new players. Palmer, their starting keeper. We can go through the list if you want to. Hold on. Where's my chat gone? I lost my chat. Yeah, we can talk FA Cup. We can talk about that. We can talk about everything. The women running tomorrow, and I'm going to have to produce that one for Deandra, so that could be fun in and of itself. Might have to do a test with Deandra. It's madness. The whole championship following along. I loved the Ryan and Hugh Jackman announcement to Chelsea. I was convinced it was going to be Norwich away. Absolutely dead set. So the fact that it's anybody else is best for us. And yeah, the FA Cup was a B team for Ipswich, so they're bringing the heavy hitters. We'll have to be up for it. We brought close to our A team, so. Yeah, we'll figure all of this out as we go through. I'm going to go to FB Ref for the... I've got to be up at 10 o'clock in the morning, and this is probably just for Jason and Bryn. Massive hockey game tomorrow. Before the women's game, starts at 5:10 in the morning, our time, out on the West Coast, which would be, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1:10 in the afternoon over there. Thinking of doing the watch along for the Canada-USA gold medal hockey game, mostly just because I want to document my own stress and heartaches as I go through it. And if people are interested in joining, if we're going to get some football players who don't play ice hockey, don't know ice hockey, never experienced ice hockey, I'm happy to bring it down and go through discussions of what offside is and what left wingers do in contrast to right wingers, and who the players are, and that sort of stuff, and we can have a chat. If you're interested, I may be here. I've got permission. And continue to run. We're going to be the Giant Killers in the FA Cup. I mean, the question is if we end up losing the 3 points here, did we sacrifice so much? RKO's so down. All right, well, that's at least one. So I'll probably do it. I'll set the graphic up and figure that out. I got to make sure I set it up. Priority is the women's match, and make sure that that's all set up for... Oh, don't be... Yeah, that's the only problem is I probably will be outnumbered Americans to Canadians who will end up sitting there licking their chops and having an opportunity of going at me. So O'Shea didn't play last time. 2,700 minutes. He's played every league game, so he's in the backfield, in the center backs. Matusiwa, he didn't start in the last one. He's going to be there. Love that. Crattley is going to sign in and show up for that one. Leif Davis, he draws in with his 2,416 minutes. Furlong, he draws in with his 2,114 minutes. Keeper, we saw him before, he's still there. Walton, interestingly, only played 21 games. The other keepers, Palmer's had 10, and so he draws in. This is a completely different lineup, and I'm just going to go through. Is there anybody who's not a regular starter? I mean, Mehmeti only has 187 minutes, so maybe that's a new addition. Broadhead, obviously not with the team anymore. 23 minutes he had in one match for Ipswich Town very, very early on in the season. Just going to go through and see if I've got any other names here. Azon, another one he's had 10 starts, 976 minutes. So Mehmeti, Azon, Clark's, he's been out there fair enough. He's had 14 starts out of 30 matches and fine and stuff. Tomorrow's game is on Scorio for YouTube for the women, so that'd be excellent. Funny to watch me doing a hockey game. Nerve-wracking to watch me probably doing a hockey game, especially one that it's been 12 years since we've had a best on best. You can count the Four Nations, and sure that was fun, but it didn't have all of the teams. It only had 4 of them. It's the Olympics are not the Four Nations are not the Olympics. It has been a long, long time coming to have a hockey game this exciting. Imagine a World Cup where you had half of the teams that were competing not able to bring their best players. It makes for a weird tournament where you're testing like who's got the best C team and can some C teams beat an A team. This one tomorrow, it's legit, and I'm there for it. So we'll see. So I mean, really, that's it. Azon and Mehmeti, the only 2 non-regulars. And I thought Mehmeti, he came from, he was a transfer, was he not? Yeah, Bristol City with. So there's that. I haven't given really my take. I wonder whether it would change if Russia was there. I don't think that it would. I really don't. I really don't. I'm gonna try something. Just give me a second here, everybody, because if I can fix this, it would make my day a lot easier. Nope, not there. All right. Well, we'll play with that. Just join in the chat if you're watching on iFollow. There we go. That'll make the game more entertaining. At least I can make their Slovakia. Yeah, that's the surprise, fighting for a bronze medal, but. Questions out there? Anybody have the game on Paramount Plus yet? I just picked it up on iFollow here, and so we're running. Brendan's out here to confirm, so would appreciate you guys being able to do that in the chat. I'm going to close this one out, and we're going to run the scoreboard over top. And we'll just set it up like this for the day. We'll embrace what we get, and we'll see. So 16 minutes. We've chatted briefly with respect to the transfer window. Just a couple of discussion points that I wanted to have there. We've only seen Davis Keeler done, but if you guys in the chat wouldn't mind, what's your rank of what the transfer window was for you, recognizing as was identified by Shaun Harvey on was it Fearless and Devotion that I watched him? Yes, it was, where he talked about there being tons of movements that happened. I think he said it was 21 movements total where they had players going out, players coming in. I haven't been here to talk about that. And yes, those players moving out, most of them, almost all of them, I'd rank as necessary. There's one out and one in that I don't understand, and there's one in that I will understand only if it fits a certain way. And let me talk about that. Bringing in Kanamatari, I'm okay with. He's a young player. He doesn't count against the squad. You can play him out there. He'll get a chance to grow. He'll go out at the same amount that he comes in on, and so he's sort of been rescued, saved, and he's a project, and I'm here for it. That signing, absolutely okay with. Not a gobsmacker, but something that could turn into something really, really good. And so, let me know what you think about him, and I got to bring up the chat so I can actually see what you guys are saying. There we go. Way too many sports all at once is now you're skipping out for the Whitecaps match, aren't you? A B- for net incoming for first square. Yeah, and that's where I am with it. I gotta change the graphic a little bit there to make sure I catch that. There we go. Got John. Here's the problems that I have, and this is with Viner specifically, is if you go to, and I should post this because it is such a great website. It is the best website I have found for identifying individual player stats. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab this and throw it into the chat so that you guys have it. Where did the chat go? Golly, this is so much easier when Brendan is here. I miss you, man. Take this as a link. And I should pin that so that you guys can get that. That website has the per 90 ranking for all of the players with respect to their goals, their assists, their creative passing, their on the ball play, their i.e. dribbling, etc., their tackling, their interceptions, and the player that actually pops up there it's Bristol City's player, but you can, over on the right hand side, you can choose them, and I just want to go through this really, really quickly. I won't go to it because it's just going to be, I should have set this up in advance if I was going to talk about it, to be frank. But I wanted to talk about Zach Viner. Zach Viner has mind-boggling creative pass statistics. And Viner played all over the pitch for Norwich. But his offensive skills lacking, and his defensive skills surprisingly subpar. And when I say subpar, to have somebody who plays on the back line in the bottom third of defensive statistic categories is not a good sign. I get that he's a veteran. I get that all is there, and DeAndre, you don't have to worry about the alarm. Especially if the hockey game's on, I'll be up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be wearing out the computer. I'm worried about, I've got to set some extra stuff in the background. But the thing about Viner is he can be played in multiple positions. For Norwich City, he played in the center of their midfield. He played on the wings in their midfield. And if he's coming in to sort of play in the role that Matty James, Sheaf, Dobson in the back to connect to the forwards, I'm here for it. But he has no business, based on his statistics, taking Cleworth or Hyam or Brunt or Doyle spots. He doesn't have the numbers and the metrics despite his experience. He is a security blanket, but he's an oddity because I just don't see where he fits into the lineup unless he's going to fit in to our midfield based on that information. So, Dave here. Paramount's just strapping up. And then the other one, Keeler Dunn. And you look at his statistics. And here's the thing about Keeler Dunn. He probably has a ceiling a little bit higher than Elliot Lee. But if you had the choice between Keeler Dunn or Elliot Lee, who would you go for? And let's make that a poll. Because I'm curious whether it's just me or whether if you had to choose between Keeler Dunn and Lee, who do you want? Keeler Dunn or Lee? And let me just go back and double check something here because I want your as objective as you can be if you are making your call, because I don't think that Keeler Dunn is that significant an upgrade over Elliot Lee. And so why was Elliot Lee cast off to Doncaster? I won't say anything negative about Doncaster, the city, or the team. But I'm not convinced. And Des says, and that's fair because it's the championship, and I guess Lee's a little bit unknown commodity, I guess, when it comes to that. I just don't think DKD played exceptionally well for moments, and when he is on, he may be have a slightly higher ceiling than Elliot Lee does. But Elliot Lee is just steady, consistent, always seemed to figure it out. And so it's interesting it's at 67%. I may be in the minority in that regard, and so I'll have to eat it if I am wrong, but I don't think I make that move. And even if it is close, is there a benefit? This isn't what the poll is supposed to be intended, but is there a benefit to saying I'm going to stick with Elliot Lee because of his experience and his past? So just give me a second here. I got to do one thing. No, I don't. No, I don't. What do we got? We got 6 minutes. We haven't talked predictions. Predictions. I mean, we got a 1-0 win, but we got it against their B squad. We've been playing all right, but we haven't been playing exceptional. I want to be able to say we're at home and we're going to drag this thing to a 2-1 win, but I just don't know if we got the ponies for 2. And so I'm going to end up, and plus the rain, as Marty's just identified. So I'm feeling a 1-1 draw here. And I hope I'm wrong about that. All about levels, but I've yet to see done even last year. And the thing is if the fascinating thing about DKD, and maybe this is the brilliance of bringing him into a Wrexham kit. Obviously, he's been here for his first spell, and he had an important goal to make sure that the team stayed up in the National League, and he does an interview all about that. And I'm all here for his past efforts. But when he played against Wrexham, he played his best. He did. If you watched other games with him in, I just always remember how he disappeared. Whew, John. 0-3. 2-1 us. The answers are where everybody's on, and that rain looks like it is absolutely pelting it down. I'm glad I'm all cozy at home. So tomorrow, Deandra and I in the background, maybe saying stuff. Maybe just what do they have left? 5 more games, and basically the magic is you got to get 3 points against every single team that you play, and then you've got to come out with 4 points against Cardiff City. And if you don't get to play in Europe for the women. So we'll be watching that. Looking at the injuries for them, they've only got 3, so they're a relatively healthy squad coming in. Just Ashley Young, who's supposed to come back in March, Townsend, who's a late April ad, and Philogene Badache, 2026. For us, Matty James out, broken finger till March 2026, and Liberato Cagace, which is Italian for man of glass, is out till early March of 2026 with his knee injury. Lewis Brunt, doubtful, but he's back and running around, and Aaron James, who's been out for a while. So we're getting healthy. They are healthy. They've brought their A squad. We're running our A squad. It's a league match. The players eking their way onto the pitch, and I'm going to try and get myself all set up here. There's so much to do. How did I do this before? Was it this obvious when I was doing stuff? Or did I mask it better than I am right now? Because I feel scrambled. Everybody's talking about Marriott and his performance, right? Sorry, I am, even when he's healthy, and I know I'm in the minority and I will accept my role. I just don't like him. And yes, is that because I was wish casting for somebody like Ali Ahmed, and instead we got, while we're at it, Josh Sargent of Norwich City signing for 20 million quid on the transfer? to Toronto FC. 20 million for a guy who's fought mob stats, put him at 144th ranked as the out of 343 who have played enough to earn a spot. Kiefer Moore sits at 64th on that list of 343 players, and he was a 2 million quid signing. Norwich just got 20 million quid from TFC. We need to get out of this league because Norwich next year, Norwich City, pencil it in, are going to be outstanding. You add them to the list with the regular championship people, the three coming down. There's going to be a Prem teams that don't go up from last year. There's just going to be so much money. You think the league is tough this year? Next year is going to be an absolute gong show. My opinion, for whatever that's worth. Disdain for that amount is it's a real thing. It is a real thing. 20 million quid to Norwich City for a guy who was petulant and held out and didn't play and didn't perform well, and you're gonna give him. He doesn't pass the Parky Plunker test, that's for sure. Jeannie, how are ya? On the ball. Oh yeah, I gotta go. I can't go to full screen because I gotta go to the thing and do the thing. Clear this one. Go to the first half as we're gonna get started, and hopefully I can get this all. Oh, don't do anything. Oh, see, I can't do that. Ah! I might have to watch it over on this side, just so that I can control everything. Nobody said it was gonna be pretty today, but we are here. And I think the sound sounds like it's all good. Do your nicotine thing. Haven't been out for a couple of days. Brendan, just know you're missed. Absolutely. I'm going to reset everything once I get this under control here. Just waiting for them to start. I'm staring at my clock so I can get you guys all matched along. Run. Okay, I'll have to reset this in a couple seconds. We're underway. Long ball going forward and just easily collected. Well, I'm still a little bit behind, so let's... I'll correct it at the 30-second mark as we go through. Long ball kicked down. Wrexham's going to go from... Oops, shoot. There we go. We are on schedule. As an awkward header, and it puts it right down on the floor. These backup kits, or whatever these are, San Jose shark-looking teal, cyan, whatever you want to call it. As I was saying, Wrexham from right to left on your computer monitors. Ipswich Town from left to right, and it's been ball control from Ipswich as Kiefer Moore gets control, tries to get it to Sheaf, and he misses it. And so we've got some problems early on as Taylor gets it, and Robson, long ball, searching for Windass, knocked away by Kipre. Kabore, he's able to grab it. A sloppy pass, picks it up. He's going over to the right-hand side. He's got numbers, and he smashes it off the back of Furlong. Oh, it's Kipre over there, not Furlong. Back into the corner, screaming offside. Flag doesn't go up. So Kabore has it on a pass from Windass. He's 12 yards out, searching for options, looking for a cross, and he bangs it off of him. And we'll go for a corner early on with some pressure. And Kabore looking to get the crowd involved. I'll take that for some giddy up and jump. Need that as an early wake up. O'Brien going to take this from the right side, left-footed in swinger. Flat. Kiefer Moore was there near post, just couldn't get to it. A little frustrated he couldn't get to it. To be completely frank, I thought he could have done a little bit more there. Anyway, it's all the way back, and Kabore, who's covering for the back line, collects it, gets it to Thomason. The press is on. Press early. Hey, that's been one of our Achilles heels. Allowing late goals and responding to the press. Things that we have to deal with. Yes, Derby and Southampton. No, I don't remember that one. And anybody else can let me know. RKO's getting audio problems, so if you're getting audio problems, then let me know. Not much I can do about it, but I'm showing green, and I'm not showing as high dropped frame rates as I was earlier. Ball forward, charge down. Nope. Oh, it was a free kick there. They're saying a throw in. We'll take it. Hyam made some contact. 1-0 as we keep an eye on Chelsea for obvious reasons. It's crazy, right? I'm all for it. Doyle gets it up. Moore, he's all by himself. He's not going to get there. Edge of the box, 8 yards, 4 yards, looking for a cross. Flat. Oh, he just missed Windass. It's Cabora get there. He can't get there. It's just chopped up Taylor. Ran over, and Cabora now in the battle with him. Around Clark. The battle on over towards the corner flag. And it's going to go out for a throw right against the flag. Cabore's got a bee in his bonnet. Does he have history with Ipswich Town? It's called a razor, Dave. I appreciate it, but really all this is I got desperate for a shave and a haircut. That went out, and it'll be a goal kick. Yeah, just missed that. Poor Michael gets stuck with the rugby. I got you covered. My friend. So far, had some giddy up in this one with some opportunity just inside the box. We're getting touches, but not a lot of magic. That Windass just missed that. Had space, but had to get that bullet pass and couldn't collect it in time. Down the line, goal kick, straight out, and we'll throw it in. I was going to say they pulled in Ogonkwo, but he's done enough this season to remedy that it's not really a problem for him. As Walton kicks that one out, so it'll be a throw in from 30 yards away from our goal. Thomason, is he the surprise of the season? Couldn't get to Kiefer Moore. It's going to get cleared away. Thumped on back by Doyle. A nice little header from Windass on to Moore, who's got some space. Just put it on goal. Left foot. Scores! Kiefer Moore, he was looking for options the whole way through, running down, and he just kept having space. It was almost like him looking for options over his right-hand shoulder. Kiefer Moore said, okay, I'll put it top bins. Puts it up over the keeper's shoulder, and Walton can't climb the ladder. And we're sitting here staring at 1-0. Ladies and gentlemen, what a start. What a start. I got to get back for the replay. Just gorgeous spot. What was the defender doing here? Windass with a header, going all the way back. Keeper comes over and he just gives him the space, and so they just put it top bins. And that was O'Shea who got beat, saying, I got him, and just never went over and picked him up. He just chased him on his shoulder. And so Kiefer Moore ran till about 8 yards away and said, this is where I'm going to go. On a rainy day, early goals are a beautiful thing. And I'm with you. Everybody's dangerously close to us, though, W&G. Let's be completely honest. A cross in, dangerous. Nice stab away. And it's going to be Keepray putting it back as Furlong now, right-hand side. Ipswich looks for the counter punch early, and that's just too heavy, and it's going to roll out. No, it's not. Doyle's going to grab it instead. Thomason now into the corner, and he's going to try and dribble his way out. 2 men on. Nice play. Gets it up. O'Brien beats 2 men, and he's on the run now. He gets it up to Kiefer Moore, left-hand side. 18 yards out. 9 yards out. He's going to look for a cross. There it is. Banged out. Corner. Let's roll, lads. Holy cow. What is going on? O'Brien, Thomason. The composure just went into my ear, so this isn't my word, but it's the appropriate one. The composure of Thomason to hold the ball, pull 2 men in, beat him, and then the composure of O'Brien running up to beat 2 men, and then you get it up to Moore, who's just running with it. Yeah. So Rathbone going to take him from the right-hand side, right-footed left swinger, from the left-hand side. Rathbone from the left-hand side in front of the tech end. underway, flat, near post, both from both sides. Oof. Thomason smashed that, trying to put that one in, but it was blocked down. Was that Taylor who got that one? It was Taylor. Left-footed half volley smashed off of him. That'll leave a mark, and we clear, and Walton's going to collect. Whatever happened to Thomason taking the corners? Yeah, I don't know. At least the first two have been right 6 yards away, flat, and near post. And so I don't know if that's an intention or just setting that up for now as Walton gets the restart underway. Middle of the pitch, knocked down there. Mehmeti curling around, former Bristol City man, finding his way at Ipswich. He's all the way back, gets it to O'Shea, the man who was beat. Furlong puts it through, and there's a turnover. Rathbone stabbed forward. Kiefer Moore's got red kid with him, gives it to Rathbone to run onto, and he can't give a foul. He was... I don't think it was the dramatic fall that didn't get it. It was the ball away, and there's a dangerous one! Holy! Walton had to run out. Sheaf, bad back pass from keeper. And we are on the ball all over the place. Taylor all the way forward now. There's a lot of hugging going on over there on that far side. I'm surprised if that doesn't come back on a play and advantage. But wow, Hyam, and then a giveaway. Just scrambled and kicked out finally. Hyam over there on his man, and I thought he had too many. He was doing the bear hug. Doing a cuddle. One of those ones where I was nervous that the free kick was going to happen. And Sheaf didn't miss by much watching that replay on the back pass from Walton. So it's going to be a throw in for corner flag, and it's drawn back, and my camera's now in my way. Fielded, not saved, was the comment from Mark Griffiths in the ear. Again, perfectly accurate. And what would you expect? Burns, Thomason is there, chipped up, went far post, had two men open, and just not enough on it. That was Davis who had moved all the way up. I missed what happened there because we were watching a replay, but it's goal kick, and Kiefer Moore's apologizing to the referee. Oh, they're not updating? Then I have to hit the refresh button, maybe potentially on it, and I'm afraid to do that because if I do that, I think it refreshes it and kicks it out. Yeah. Well, I tried, folks. So we'll get rid of it. We're going to rely on W&G for the score updates for this one. Ogonkwo collects it on a back pass, doesn't collect it, he's just going to thump it down the middle of the pitch. Kiefer Moore tries to find somebody open, but couldn't. And so it's Matusaiwa. Another step in front, and now we got Rathbone running with it. Rathbone, he's got Kiefer Moore on the left-hand side. He's going to leave it out back, too far behind him, makes Kiefer come back for it, and now he's 5 yards away, trapped against the goal line. Nice pass to Rathbone, though. He's got options, draws it all the way back. Doyle, who's coming up 25 feet out, or 25 yards out. He puts it through. Curl back. Windass. Oh, it's stabbed away from him as Taylor got out, and now it's Ipswich Town on the run. Collapsed. Clark swept it over to the right, and Burns can't get it, and it's a throw-in for us. Derby down 1-0 to Watford. We'll take that. Thanks, weather guy. Keep the score up in Sheaf. That charge where he came in and he dove for it to try and beat Walton to the ball, he's done something to his right knee. I'll see if I can get that to pop up, John, while we're sitting here staring at Sheaf, who's laying on the ground. I hope he's okay because he looked a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to have to go to studio mode so I can set it up, or else you guys will see me doing it live, and nobody wants to see that drama, right? So let's see if I can control things on my own. A second goal would be massive. A second goal, I would argue, necessary. We're going to see how this all boils down, of course. I'm looking for the sofa score update over on the right hand side. So just give me a second while I try to figure this out. Why can't I do anything with this? Matches. I can't get it to come up because I won't scroll on the browser for me. Well, I'll have to call that one and maybe try a different thing as we're going to get underway here shortly, as it's a throw-in for us, try to find Kiefer Moore, but instead it's headed clear by Ipswich, but they lose control in the middle of the pitch and the ball's bouncing around until Thomason chance to settle it down, and he does. Sheaf not on, that's O'Brien, gets it back to Mr. Cleworth, and he's going to settle things down. It feels scrambly and busy, and maybe 2 days off of doing this. It's all a little manic for me as a long ball for Core, but he's offside. I assumed that was what it was going to be. The flag goes up. And now Furlong, did he take a headshot there? I didn't see it. The fans giving Furlong the business here. Kicked in the head? Is that what Mark Griffiths is saying? Dobson standing. It looks like we might get to him. So Moore goes to play it. Oh, he ran into Kiefer Moore's knee. Moore just went simply standing there, went to go and play the ball, and he just tripped and fell and landed into Kiefer Moore's knee, and Kiefer was like, what did I just do? Nothing. So a little bit of concern there with Sheaf. A window goes. That's the immediate, but you worry about his health long term. Is love the effort. Don't like that he hurt himself. Is an entry in and it's going to be knocked out and go for a goal kick. Mehmeti not able to get to that one. Dobson is coming in. You hate good effort and a hard charge down ending up being an injury, but Dobson out stretching, first window used 16 minutes in, and he is in for Sheaf. Got a problem with the right knee, and you could see when he got up, it was one of those, he kind of flexed it like he had a twinge in it. They showed him after a pause in the action, and he was again stretching it, and then the next pause he went down. So double. And we got another player rolling on the ground, holding their head with a head injury, and I imagine it's going to get blown down. Just to let him get assessed. I didn't see what happened with that one, but we've got that's Mehmeti holding the side of his head. Oh, sorry, not Mehmeti. Or is he missing a number? No, that's Mehmeti. That's Azon. Ipswich fans not happy. I don't think anything in either of those, but they've had two players complaining about head knocks. John, must be positive on Dobbo. You know what? Just because, John, of your criticism, we're going to get like a worldie from Dobbo today. Call it. Just call it. Denise, right above you, has performed magic. Yeah, and somebody else was on the ground. It was Azon this time. Furlong's hit the deck, and now we've got the ball. We're underway. And a nice little fake there. Doyle couldn't get the pass forward, and that was intercepted by Matasiwa. And a great tackle, and now it's Rathbone going the other way. Settles it down, slows it down, and instead it's a long ball. I don't know why he did that. Long ball forward, just all the way up to Walton, and gave the ball away. Keeper flicked in the air, trying to move it forward, battle through the midfield. Ipswich able to maintain control on the run here over to the right-hand side. That's going to go over to Burns. He's 30 yards out towards the line, into the corner of the box. Cross, chipped away. Max Clueworth able to punch that out, and they've collected it over on the back line. O'Shea. Keeper. Or Matusaiwa, sorry, left-hand side. Davis, he's pushed it forward. Taylor, he gets bumped. Official says no, and probably because of placement more than anything else. I think if that was anywhere away other than inside the 18-yard box, that would have been a foul. But not much into it, enough for a foul, but because it was in the area, you're not going to give anything in the area. Taylor with it towards the area. He's into the area. Left foot shot. Ogonkwo just barely. It's still loose. And it's going to go in. You knew that one. Ogonkwo made the first save, and then it was a mad scramble, and it's 1-1. I'll take. I saw that coming for 100. Mehmeti able to clean up the garbage is a weird first save for Ogonkwo. Just at the outstretch. You wonder if he should have been able to collect that a little bit better, but instead it comes off of his paws and bounces off free and open, and then it's a mad scramble to try to get to it. Ogonkwo can't get up. He's swimming inside the box. And Mehmeti just gets there first. Bugger. Well, there's our 1-1. Give it to the shooter. That was curling away from Ogonkwo and made it a harder save watching that from the back replay. So he's only able to get fingertips and palms on it, and it goes out. Now we come forward. We got another player lying on the ground. O'Brien, he's going to step all the way out there. 35 yards away from goal for Ipswich. This thing's got some jump to it, and with all the rain, you'd expect it to be a little bit messy at times, but not so much. And that's John, you'd think that, but I mean, they're all after it. But yes, at least on the save is what you're referencing, John, saying, remember, it's wet, so tough to capture. He wouldn't have been able to collect that anyway. It was on his tip. I just thought, on his fingertips, I just thought he could have been positioned better. Free kick there for us. Well, I think there was enough of a hold and interference and well done, to be fair, on hold on, live chat. Oh. Clueworth with it, halfway line, brings it back. Dobson now collects it, left-hand side. O'Brien, he's going to give it to Doyle on a bit of a run, 30 yards. He has nobody over on the left-hand side, so he's going to try and get it across to Moore. Can't get there. Should be collected by O'Brien here, and he pushes forward and beats two guys, dodges around Rathbone, and he's going to set it back middle of the pitch. Dobson now, right-hand side. Bit of a reset over switch with Kabore. He's got Clueworth behind him. Three guys shielding them from going down the wings. So they're enticing us to find a way to break through the middle and taking away the sides. Nice pass. Rathbone back to Thomason. We're 30 yards away, but we're passing around well, but nothing cracking through. No laneways to advance this forward. That Doyle guy is fun. He sure is. DeAndre with the bad news. Birmingham City climbing their way up to 6th in the table. Down the left-hand side, Kiefer Moore collects it. He's going to draw it back to Rathbone, 40 yards, wait for red jerseys to run forward and recycle back through O'Brien. Dobson now, middle of the pitch. We've got red kit forward, but Ipswich back as well. Clueworth, he's going to look for Kiefer Moore. Bounces around loose. Windass! Got the shot away, but blocked by Kipre. And that bounce... Rebound off a keeper goes all the way 30 yards back away and gets recycled for Ogonkwo. And towards that near post, I mean, I guess I could ask the question, if he was too far to the left and it beat him on the near side, why would you give away the near side? But give credit to where it was, and then the mass scramble goes in the back of the net. O'Brien missed pass, giveaway. Burns not going to do the throw-in. Wrexham have failed to win any of their last 3 home games with only bottom-place Sheffield Wednesday. Wrexham have failed to win any of their last 3 home games with only bottom-place Sheffield Wednesday conceding more goals on home. Not necessarily the Fortress, unless we're going to light it up and go for a 5-4 win. Giveaway. We've got the ball. Rathbone now is looking for options. Thomason, he's got to turn and stop, and he's able to do it. Collects it. Well done, beating his man, and he just draws it back to Rathbone, and we're going to have another crack. Another attempt. Switch from Doyle to Cleworth. Now Dobbo in the middle. I would rather have Tyner and Dobbo's spot to just test him. Maybe too early, maybe later in the game. But we'll see what ends up happening. Is that's just kept in, but it's a loose ball, but Rathbone can't get to it, and instead it's Burns who collects it. Berth, Mehmeti, the press all over the place, and then O'Brien takes it away. Rathbone now, 2 men on, he gets pushed in the back, and we're going to get a free kick as Mehmeti, the goal scorer. We are all over the ball. Like, it's just bulldogs today. Like, this is the stuff when you watch Wrexham and you get frustrated with the effort. That is not an issue today. They're all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Rathbone collects. Back to Lewis O'Brien. He's going to go towards the left to Windass. Gets it back. Doyle now, 35 yards out. Fake down the middle. Goes to Kiefer Moore, and he tried to chip it, but it goes off of a defender's head, and it's collected by Mehmeti now, and he's going to curl back and look for options as he's running backwards towards his keeper, and now he gets it to Walton. Thump down middle of the pitch. O'Brien, header, Cleworth going to collect it, and he's going to go back to Ogonkwo, and away we go. The chat is quiet with the spell of control. Like buttons down below if you haven't bumped it. Smash that so we can let people know that we're here, and we'll collect. Doyle down the sidelines. Pass a little bit soft, and Burns wisely gets in the middle of it and interrupts it. And then a bad back pass, but that's fine for them. Walton's just going to go and collect it on the edge of the area, and he's left foots it. And Cleworth's got to fight off his own. That's a free kick. Yellow card. Yellow card on Cleworth. Had Clark blasting past him, and so he did probably the right thing, professional foul, and just kind of got enough of him to knock him down, because he would have been on a straight run through the middle of the pitch. So yellow card, Max Cleworth. What are we talking here? 35 yards out? No, he came enough across the body, RKO, with his right leg. Davis on the ball, left-footed, everyone lining up. Dangerous, and it's going to be a corner instead as Max gets back there and flicks it up over top of the net. And into the continually constructed cop. It's nice to see structure and things. Mehmeti going to right foot cross this from the left-hand side. Six yards near post, and it's headed away. Knocked down, right foot lifted up over top, and goal kick. We have somebody's up and running around. I missed who that was on the. Do we have another injury? Oh no, bad pass. Now they've got the ball. Dodges around. That's a flop. That was a glorious flop there. Who gets credit for that one? Burns, and then another giveaway. Dangerous. Mehmeti over to the left hand side. Fortunately, a bad pass back to Clark, and so we're going to get an opportunity to reset our defense a little bit. But now it's Furlong. Over 18 yards. Burns. He's looking for a cross from the corner. He gets it back. Furlong now. He's going to chip it, bad pass, and gives it away to Thomason. Thank you very much. Thomason's having himself a game defensively and calm enough to try and find something, but that one not the greatest clearance. Yeah, John, I've been watching that one. It's not every day, but I've certainly been watching it. It's high and great tackle there, and we're going to go on the counter punch across halfway. He's got Windass. He's got O'Brien. Into O'Brien. We're still going forward. Drops it back for Cabore. He's going to be 20 yards out. He's 25 yards out. Windass now, and he's going to curl back, and the switch is on now to the other side. Dobson over to Doyle. He's got some space. Tries to force a pass through the middle. Can't. He gets knocked down. O'Brien, not a good first touch, but he's able to knock it back and maintain possession. Dobson now, 35 yards out. Got to run. Oh, Windass was going forward and couldn't get picked out. Windass gives him a clap. I don't dare say it, but Windass, if he was 5 years younger, would have got to that one a little bit slower running through. It's going to be a goal kick for Walton, who's standing over the ball waiting to see if somebody's going to let him pick it up. Nobody comes forward, so there's the play through the middle of the pitch. Head or flicked on. Himes going to come back and leave it for Ogonkwo. No, he's not. Clueworth now. Oh boy. 29 minutes, 30 seconds. Doyle down the wing. Thomason, he's having himself a game. Amazing take. And as soon as every time I compliment him, he has a bad pass. He's done a great composure defensively, and he's been able to try to look for somebody upfield. Bad pass. Great stab there, and the first touch just leaves it on his boot, and you're like, holy crap, he did that. That was an epic play by Thomason. Bad pass. So he's a 50-50 today. Scramble over on the right-hand side. Rathbone tries to climb the ladder on a chipped play that came out as a clearance, and instead it's free. Oh, yeah, that's a 50-50 battle, and you don't give a card for that. Doyle got a card for that on a 50-50 battle. Tell me what, like this, I don't even think this is a foul. Doyle gets it. Nah, Mehmeti's just leaning on him, and Doyle's leaning on him. Maybe a foul, but certainly not a yellow. Weak. So that's two defenders. We're going to see Tyner today. Guaranteed. As they take it through the middle of the pitch and lots of space on a run looking for that pass just missed. And that was dangerous. Taylor trying to find a zone with a 45-degree angle pass from right to left. Split the defenders in a zone. Ivan. Or Yvonne. The back of his name not matching what's on my font knob. So I don't know if it's a zone or Yvonne. Throw in for us anyways is that pass just missed. Come on here. Would like to see a little bit more possession and control going the other way. RKO gets... Caps. Grab those ones, or the bot grabbed the caps there. Windass not able to control that one, but he clears it and it goes to keeper, and here comes Ipswich Town again. Taylor on the ball, 45 yards away from the goal, draws it over to Clark. Lots of kick back, so they're going to have to try to break us down here. Taylor, 35 yards out. He's going to draw it back. Madasiwa, right-hand side. Burns now 18 yards, looking for a cross. It's going far side, and Ogonko comes out. Well done. Stabs that away. Gets the arms out there. But RKO said on the blocked one, hold up, commentators just said if we beat Chelsea, it'll be our best ever. We've beaten Arsenal the season after they won the Prem. Maybe they're talking about depth, in which, I mean, we have made the next round twice, back in 79 and 80. We did beat Arsenal, so... Anyway, we're on the ball. Dobson with it. Long way to go. 35 yards away from our goal. Gets it forward. Windass. Middle of the pitch. Doesn't like his options. He had Kabore on a run. Didn't give him the ball. And so now it's Max Clueworth with it. Switch. Hyam. Doyle now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was Doyle. O'Brien, he's going to go with Thomason. Nice little pass forward to Rathbone. He's got space, looking for a cross. 50-50. Wasn't sure whether that was for Moore or for Windass, and instead it just ends up being collected and cleared, and now it's Thomason goes back, and well done. Tackle on Burns, and now Burns standing around. Yeah, we couldn't get the tackle. Loose ball. We are hungrier for the ball, I will say that. We're able to disrupt. And I'm feeling confident about outcome because like the effort is certainly there. We just got to find a way to break them down here. Right hand side. Clueworth with it. He doesn't like his options, so he's going to go back. Can't find Kabore down that right hand side. O'Brien dances around his man, gets a little grab and hold, but fights his way through. Thomason, west on side. Rathbone now trying to get there, gets pushed and nothing given. So what's the difference really between that as a 50-50 ball and the Mehmeti versus Doyle thing? Anyway, another one. Disruption, bad pass, and we grab it again. Dobson, Moore, he's got it. Rathbone, left-hand side. Nice little overlay. He's got more now. He's going to look for a cross. Is he up against the goal line? Flat and nobody in there. You got to put somebody in the box, guys. Moore, even before the cross, was like, I've got no options. The only thing he could have maybe done is look to bang it off of a defender. But that's frustrating. John, no one thought to go to the middle of the box for that pass or anything? Be an option. Just no options. Wow. Burns just basically ran a mile. And there's a pass into the box, but it's thumped away. Brendan, we miss you. The tech glitches have been real. The lack of control. Oh, I told Nat we got to set 4 alarms, 5 alarms, and she's got to help me out. So we were able to make it. You missed a good one so far if you haven't been able to eavesdrop in on this one in the background. Furlong with it. Burns, 35 yards away. Burns going to get another attempt. Switch on, flicks it over. Forces Keeper to go all the way back. Pass over the top, can't get there, and Ogonko goes out and collects it. I don't know what Deandre's talking about. O'Brien. Ooh, Doyle. First touch was a little bit suspect, but he was able to grab it and get it through the defender. And now Moore all the way back. He's on a run through the middle of the pitch. He's going to go up 18 yards. This is looking like the first one. Left foot. Instead, he goes for the cross. It's now loose ball. Left foot again. Oh, blocked. Moore. It's open. Scores! Windass on another scramble defensively. Just complete debauchery. And Brendan, you can't leave. Windass, it's almost one of those, you don't think you scored because Windass never reacts. And so I was like, did they call offside? Did they call a foul? But this is just mass scramble, and so we'll get to updating the scores. Moore goes on another run, but this time instead of shooting, he draws it through in a bad defensive play. Can't stop it, and it's a shot by Thomason. Rebound back out, and Windass heads it, and he's got 2 defenders trying to clear it off the line. Who's the defender? Is this O'Shea again? It is. O'Shea's had himself a shite game. That's 2 goals he's responsible for now. And was that a yellow card for trying to get his hand on the ball again? Anyway, it's Thomason with the shot, Moore, and it was a yellow. It was a yellow for handball on the line. And you know what? I don't even know if it was handball on the line. It had hit him in the upper shoulder, I think. But anyway, we'll take it. Get in there. It's 2-1. Let me go update this score and get back to you because holy, we owe O'Shea a beer. We can send it to them and say thanks because that's 2 that have been absolute deplorable plays by Dara O'Shea. The first one on the Moore goal where he's running backwards and he's saying to keeper as he's going back, I got him, and he never goes and gets him. And Moore just puts it top bin. This one, he takes that crossover from Moore and I don't know what he was doing. A jump stop, but he's in the air and it just hits both of his feet, goes out to Thomason, and the rest is history. But what a beauty of a center back he is. Oh, 2-1. This is going to be... when I said 5-4, I wasn't joking about it 20 minutes ago. I didn't think it was going to be a reality, but I still feel like it's potentially a problem. Everyone donate £1 so we can drown his sorrows in the pub. Wouldn't that be funny if you send a gift card and a thank you card to opposing team? Well, I might actually look to do that. Send this to O'Shea. He can buy himself a dinner. We appreciate it. Sincerely, Wrexham. Yeah, I don't know. It was the yellow on the goal ball, the handball on the goal line. On the replay, didn't like it hit his arm, but it hit his arm up here, and it was just slightly away. But anyway, we'll take it. The yellow cards have been flying like crazy. Doyle and Cleworth both on one already. Davis now has one for them. Mia talking about the handball right now, and she goes, I don't know where he puts his arms. Yes, John, but that wouldn't be Wrexham, would it be? Hey, Louise, how are ya? When you're playing Ipswich Town, I get a little bit curious when you see Come On Town. We're looking for a yellow there. Oh, he's going to get a yellow now. He wasn't going to get a... Keepray, what are you doing? Keepray got more. It was certainly a foul. One of those ones that maybe with how liberal he's been with his yellows, it could be a yellow, but instead he sat there and Keepray just got it for complaining. Is your son playing hockey, Brendan? That's the question. And Brendan, if you're interested, and I don't know if you're going to be a way to log in, I'm going to do the Canada-USA game tomorrow. 5:10 my time, 8:10 Eastern. It'll be a lot of fun and a lot of nerves. O'Brien, he's got the ball over to Thomason. He's been everywhere. Kiefer Moore! How did that not go in? It just dribbled far to the left, and Kiefer Moore having a laugh with some of the fans as that just snuck by. Thomason. I never want to see Kakache again. He has been everywhere. This pass gets to Thomason on the overrun in the lap, and Morey probably didn't get enough on it. All right, well, we'll welcome you to the crew anyway, and glad to have you here. We'll love to have the views of opposing fans. There'll be a corner over on the left-hand side, which means Rathbone's going to be taking it. And he wants to do a short corner, but everybody's standing too close. He's going to wave off the short corner, and away we go. John Lane, you get a yellow, and you get a yellow, and you get a yellow. Here's the Rathbone, right footer, long, far post, headed down, and that's got to be our corner again. No, didn't it come back from Doyle off of them? It did not. No complaints anyway, and so it'll be a goal kick as Doyle climbed the ladder and just didn't get enough of it. Gets up. Oh, just glancing instead of on. No, we're keeping him. We're keeping him. And Broadhead as well. What's in the mug? Coffee. It's too early for anything else, Michael. At least out here. Moore dancing along the line. It gets tackled, and that'll be our throw-in. Mehmeti into a battle. We have been in possession and control for like a 10-15 minute spell here. Like you look at possession, we're at 61%. Touches in the box are equal. On target equal. Shots near equal. Everything's equal. But we've had lots of possession, and I'd say we've been on the front foot. Yes, I said that. 61%. Matusiwa, halfway. Gets it over to Furlong over the right-hand side. 35 yards out. Up to Burns now. 20 yards out. He's going to work on Thomason. Splits him, and Rathbone steps in front. Little interference on that way. Shielded away. And Thomason in control. Finds the empty man. and it's pushed forward. Windass can't get there, but enough pressure that it's a bad pass. And Kabore, you got to come to the ball, man. Instead, he just sat there and waited for it, and as John just identified, cost us possession. You got to come to the ball, get on the front foot. Burns back past a furlong. This has been a game. Yeah, he's a good one. High ceiling. He's been hit or miss with us a little bit, but Clark now, left-hand side, taking on Kabore. He draws center of the pitch, 18 yards. He's going to draw it back. Cross coming. It's loose. Ooh, he was danger. Another cross into the box, and that one's flipped up, high ball. And it's cleared away by Haim as that one's loose. See ya, Brendan. Have a good one and enjoy. Burns collects another one, cross coming, and that's get knocked out, and it'll be a corner. Should be some added time. I'm going to guess about 3 minutes. We've had a couple of stops with Sheaf going down with the injury and Ipswich faking head injuries. I think the reality, John, is both teams have the ability to cut you up, and Ipswich can cut you up, and we've, I think, demonstrated the same today. 4. Maybe more than I thought. Thanks, RKO, for that. Here comes the cross, left-footed, in-swinger, 6... Oh, that was dangerous. Nobody got to that, and it's just going to roll all the way out as it missed everybody, but 6 yards away from goal from Davis. Perfect height, and nobody can get to it. And it just misses everybody. And I'll say that again. Deandra has requested your presence, Brendan, late in the game to make sure we see this home. Or to yell at you if you show up and it goes south. Either way, we're looking for somebody to celebrate or blame. "34 seconds, that's crazy. I'll try and do a reset and a bump here later, but I don't think I'm that far behind. Throw in for Ipswich, 3 minutes left to go in the added time. Furlong's going to do the throw in 35 yards away from their goal. Thrown in, collects. Yards out, red kid all scrambling forward. Dobson, it's it. Now we're going to settle it down. Cleworth over to Kabore. He's going to look for options. 20 yards, he's stepping, dancing, decides to hold back, fakes again. Back to Cleworth, pass through, and the pass not there from Cleworth. Taylor's intercepts it, and Dobson intercepts back. Dobson now spinning, curling. He beats one guy, scramble play, and he just gives up the ball. I don't even know what that is. Somebody will have to tell me what Brendan's had some problems with the heater water. Danger. Well done there. O'Brien gets back and takes that one away, an interception away by going to ground on the pass, and he's nutmeg to get things through. Pass up to Moore. On the first touch for Moore. He was looking for options and he missed collecting the ball as O'Brien's having a laugh. Does the tackle, gets up, collects the ball, runs forward, nutmegs, and then gets the pass forward. W&G, because he's quiet, it lets us know there haven't been many goals and we're the highlight match. 7 days down for the... Yikes. I've got a plugged toilet downstairs because of a 3-year-old. I don't know what he put into it, but I can't get it, so I'm going to have to go and get some heavy machinery to unclog that one. That's where the later... wide open, right foot, scores. Out of nothing. Hook. Lay off defensively, end of the first half, and you leave a zone open, and it's... Fuck. I'll just watch the replays. It's just sleeping, and then a right foot, and then just a flick pass. And where's Max Cleworth? Where's Max Cleworth? Why does he have to go to the ball? Hyam went to the ball. Max is over on the right-hand side. Sorry, Max. That one's... I'm hanging on you. Well, you can't blame Doyle. Doyle's on the opposite side. His is... Hyde went up to go and attack the man with the ball. He stabs it and flicks it over to the right-hand side, and we're going to get a yellow card here on a challenge. Max too far forward, yes. Too far forward. And too far right, more than anything else. He missed the wide open man to his left. We should have been back. But I don't know if there was I don't know if that was a yellow, but crazy first half. But end of half slacking. That's probably the best. But we're gonna have an opportunity here. 35 yards out, up against the goal line. O'Brien's gonna serve it in. It's up, it's curling, and it's headed straight up in the air, and we'll get a whistle there, and it'll take us to the half. What a first half FFS. That's the perfect sum. That, like, absolute bonkers, that one. Absolute bonkers of a first half. And now I gotta bring up the stats, and let's see what I can do here for a second. Let me try something here. Studio mode. Just give me a second here, guys. And I apologize for it, so I can bring up the stats on the screen, because I forgot to do that, and then the browser didn't work. So let me see if I can get... and I'm going to go to... So let me reframe this, and I will... And I'm going to go to the statistics over here. I mean, summarize that one. I always ask Brendan after it to summarize everything. That one was a manic one. There was and exciting. That was great play by both sides. Both teams showing up. Defensive letdowns leading to goal. Oh, stop the clock. Yes, thank you. Let me try and get everything all figured out here. Stopping the clock, clearing that, going to halftime, and resetting the clock to 45 minutes. Set that one, and we are all set up and should be there. Ogonkwo maybe could have done better on making that first save on their first goal. Mass scramble, and it ends up going back into the back of the net. The second goal, that's a Max Kluwerth mistake, not covering his man wide open over on the their left-hand side, our right-hand side. Easily collected up and wide open. Ogonkwo, not much you can ask for him to do with a striker coming in with that much space and time. And then you've had poor play by O'Shea for them twice, causing problems. And I'm gonna close this up to here and try to bring you up the statistics. And let's see if I can do this. Yeah. And so both players are both teams on it. Both teams make a mistake, and the end result is a crazy outcome. I'm going to slide over this way, and I'm going to hit the transition button, and the stats should pop up there just so that you have them. Possession, 57%, 43%. The XG were way higher, 0.87 to 0.38, which is maybe indicative of a 2-2 game, both of the mistakes, but also that we've had more than they have. Total shots, 8 shots for us, 6 for them. Both teams with 4 on target. Big chances, they've had one that they've missed. We haven't had a big chance yet. Accurate passes were well ahead. This is all that possession comes with extra passes. Well ahead of the norm, 225. Usually we sit at about 380, 390 for the season. So we're on target for 450. Touches in the box, always a stat that I look at, 10 to 9. A little bit closer than I thought. So, I mean, the scoreboard largely indicative of the outcome. We've got to clean things up defensively, but then the same message goes to them. You want to look around the league just at some of the scores that are there. Just a reminder of what we had before the match started. Blackburn beat Preston, QPR beat Hull. They draw into the equation now, QPR being on the charge and Hull coming down. Stoke and Leicester draw even at 2. Swansea beat Bristol City, which brings them closer into the hunt and keeps Bristol City where they're at. And then Coventry beat West Brom 2-0. Looking around, Birmingham thumping Norwich. Well, not thumping 2-0, but I guess that's enough. And then not a lot of goals otherwise. Watford up on Derby. That's helpful for us. But Southampton, Charlton 0-0. Portsmouth, Millwall 0-0. Middlesbrough, Oxford 0-0. And that's that. I don't have Brendan to talk to, so let's get rid of the stats. Yeah. Transition that over. And maybe what I will do is I'm going to see if I can... No, I can't do that because it won't bring it up. So I'm going to go back to the chat. Birmingham going to 6 if we don't win. Yeah, I get that. I didn't see that RKO, but to be fair, I don't watch I don't follow a lot of the US players except to know that they're on the teams. Like I've watched a little bit of to find out what Daniel Jebison is doing. Not much. And there's a summer that I was looking for. A great game performance-wise, offensively, but defensively poor by us because we make mistakes. Only thing that worries me is can we keep that work rate up for 90 minutes? Well, we've got a secret weapon in Broadhead coming off the bench, right? Because he'll be chopping at the bit, former club and all of that sort of stuff. Gabalok, vamos, and he's from America. I had to play with it yesterday. It'll come back. Oh wait, it disappeared from your iFollow. I think it's because it's on Scorio tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube. I can double check that, but I believe that's, if somebody wants to Google that and confirm it so that you're not listening to me rap away. I'm fairly confident that I'd heard that Swansea game is going to be covered and will be available on YouTube. So we won't have Mr. Griffiths unless we put his audio in our ears. We'll be dealing with those are the games you have to cover. Cardiff City and Wrexham, 2 more games. Those, and it's not the Swansea game. It's the Cardiff City Trophy game tomorrow, isn't it? I got all confused because we had that cancellation. I haven't heard when that postponement from last weekend is going to be remade up. Looking forward to things has anybody started to look ahead for the rest of the schedule? Are you nervously watching where we're at with things on a go forward basis? Because we need, after this match, it becomes absolutely not desperate territory, but almost necessary obligation territory for us to just handle our freaking business. And you don't want to disregard other teams. Thanks, Deandra. Saudi video from B4 Lance for 21 matches in 21 day series, and he went to that game, and then they just had his own halftime report. But we've got Charlton away. We've postponed the Watford game because then we've got Chelsea. So, sorry, Portsmouth at home, Charlton away, Hull City at home, Swansea at home, Sheffield United away, West Brom away, Southampton at home. We need to, by April 6th, go on an absolute tear through there, because then we get Brum at home, Stoke City, Oxford, and then Coventry, Middlesbrough. We need to go on the run, but it's crazy. You think 46 games, and this is number 33. We got 13 left. I'm going to have to start building the schedule for running pretty soon. Charlton away. We're all going to get motion sick again because the camera angle on that one sucks. But is the Cardiff City match at the same time as the Charlton one? Because then we'll have to tag team it. You'll have to join us and watch the women, and I'll watch the men, and we'll talk over each other the whole time. How's that sound? The only hope that we have, Jen, and we've talked about this, and it's been Brendan's thing as well, as I would absolutely love for Coventry and Middlesbrough to have figured out that they're moving up, and they've secured their automatics by the end of it. And the time that we play with the last 2 games with them is their swan song, because it's just, yes, they're professionals, but trying to get up for it, I don't know. Yeah, for anybody who's watching the Charlton match, have your anti-nausea pills in advance and we'll get into it. Exact same time. Yeah, we'll just have to take turns and I'll have to learn to shut up. You too. I'm joking. I would never suggest that of Deandra. But we'll probably lead with sort of if one player is on the attack and we'll just have to talk over each other. Ooh, that's a bold call. Woody says if we lose today, we're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, 13 games, there's enough there. And I know, I mean, you look at QPR, they look dead and out of it. Even Norwich City, if you would have thought that they have any chance of even sniffing around it, but they're not that far back. Almost impossible to make all that up unless they go on a complete, like, Doncaster Rovers nonstop burner. But the consistent thing about this league is on any given day, somebody can win, right? Unless you're Sheffield Wednesday. It's been a thing. So, I mean, you even had the Wolves beat Arsenal, right? Or no, Drew. Shouldn't get too crazy. Drew with Arsenal with that late goal 2-2 during the week. So, it's just going to be maddening. Okay, look at the benefit of the wife having surgery. Isn't it? Isn't it just? And a late game, so we'll be sleeping in a little bit. 5 o'clock start on TV. Documentary screaming for it. I'm curious to see what we do and what Chelsea does as far as going for it. You're this deep into the FA Cup, I think you got to put out 75-80% of what your normal lineup is going to be, right? Go out and try and get it. But we've had crap draw since the turnover. I mean, yeah, okay, Nottingham Forest and we had Sheffield United, but not one of the big guns, right? And this is the first big gun. And for whatever reason, we can never draw leads. The only team, as far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong, the only team in the 92 that we haven't had a competitive fixture against is Leeds United. Maybe we get them next round. Maybe that becomes the documentary fodder. But it should be fun. And I'm hoping the women get front and center because they earn their way into Europe. Let's just be completely honest. That's the whole. Ruby making a comment and Mark picking that up. Ruby slippers. Oh, who's joining Mark? Mia's back. Players taking their seats. Here's something we haven't talked. Oh, Portsmouth. That's helpful. Thank you for that, W&G. You can report those all the way through, up 1-0. Here's another topic that we haven't got into. Having been to Wrexham and knowing that Rob and Ryan are in control and they're building that new cop. What do you think they're going to have in that stand for food scran? Do you think they're going to look to... And I know it's not really a thing with football. You go to any... went to Huddersfield and went to Wickham, I've been to Doncaster Rovers to watch them play Rochdale, been to Wrexham for that Bolton game. The food options, forget about the can you bring a beer into the grounds, but the food options, just not really a UK thing like it is live sports in North America. Do you think they're going to go massively improve on that? Because there's got to be some sort of modified Welsh rarebit meal you can make, or some crazy snack that you're going to get as I'm sitting there watching a girl eat beef jerky on the screen. Yeah, I like hearing names that I'm familiar about, right? Do we think that they're going to look to try to implement that? I mean, probably at an expensive price, but that was the only thing that I was saying was missing from the experience, was the opportunity to go to a different barn, to a different stadium, and try the food scran. What are they known for? You go down to Seattle and you get those massive hot dogs. But for us North Americans, that stadium food is a reason why you go. And I wonder if they're going to try and bring that. Des, there's no such thing as a good pie. It's just a pie. It's a filler. It's like beans on toast. Or it's a baked potato as a full meal. These are things that just don't make sense. It's like the UK is allergic to good food. Sorry, I'm not. But I'm wondering if we can get there. Nothing is as bland as beans on toast. Or a baked potato as a meal. Wow, I didn't catch the last part of that. Chris, it doesn't make any sense. There you go. Now you're talking a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Get yourself a good poutine, but you're gonna put pies on the same level as poutine and Philly cheesesteaks. Or really good. Oh, we're back underway as I get distracted. But Chris with the comment of the match. No such thing. We're back underway. Oh, and I forgot the timer. Sleeping at the wheel. Start. I'll refresh it here as we get through, and I'll get back to it here. 45. Let's put in. And I don't have the match. I'll have to bring that up. Hold on. I think we're back on. 45, 25. I'm a second off. That's fine with me. I'm going to get in trouble for the food comment. That's also fair. Southampton finds a way against Charlton. Frustrating there a little bit. I went down to New Zealand and lived there for a while. They love their pies. Georgie Pie being a fast food restaurant never really made any sense to me either, but that's fine. But it's just you got so many food options. Instead, you're going to slap a little bit of stuff into a pastry and call it a meal. And the only pie I've had at a stadium was in Doncaster, and I wasn't really sold, but maybe that's a Doncaster thing. And then anyway, we're we're a minute in, and I gotta get my stuff set up here. Dangerous, sorry, right hand side. Burns looking to get a crossover from the right hand side. He's taking on Thomas and he goes the other way. It's a cross, it's dangerous, and it's stabbed down with his right there, right footer, scores. Fuck. Wow. That's a goal. Keep brave. 3-2. That was something. Right foot smash. Can't. This I don't know if our center backs can do that. Like you see him and you're like, it's the center back. He's got to miss this, right? But he just put his foot right through that. Hyam gets nutmegged a little bit. It's grabbed, put down the right hand side. Burns just right foot, and I thought we were good defensively, and it gets partially cleared by Dobson, and it just lays up there, and it's absolute throttled. And I don't think Dobson could have done anything more to clear that. I don't know if Wendas could have got out there. The ball landed where the ball landed and just hammered the absolute tar out of it into the far post. 3-2, bad guys. Well, that's 2 goals each for defensive mistakes, and now 1 earned for them, and that's the difference in the game. Bugger me. I don't know. And RKO, I get that's the intention, never up the middle, but he's thinking the ball's going to get across to him at somebody loose on his left-hand side, so he just gets his feet on it, right? Gets his feet on it and ends up popping out, and Windass can't get there. And that's not because he wasn't fast enough or didn't react. And Dobson coughed it up, and here they come again. Thing is Mark said this twice. We've got our shape together, but they've carved through us, and here they come again. Right foot now over on the other side. Burns now. He's got Thomason out on him 6 yards, and he looks and he just thumps it and sliced it, and it's out. My 5-4 looking more likely. Well, the way this is, there's goals in this one, right? So you're sitting there staring at the clock with 40 minutes left, and you're not going to completely throw it away. But trying to find 2 and hold them to nothing is, get your 3 points out of this is going to be a challenge. Just because both teams on the front foot and going forward. We got to learn how to play defense at home. No team in the championship other than Sheffield Wednesday allowing goals at home more than Wrexham. And that was before this game started. So we're sitting now, what, out of 8th? Where are we? 9, 10, 11? More. He's got Cabore. Gets stabbed out and we'll get a throw in. Cabore, 32 yards out. He's going to curl back. He had Windass, didn't like the option. Back pass. Kluwerth has it now. He collects and then gets. But instead, it's Mamete now over to the right hand side. Burns, 18 yards back to Mamete, 20 yards out. Draws it back. Why did his own cut across the middle of it and not just stay wide and look for a shot? But anyway, we'll take it as he dropped the ball and now they've got possession and they're still looking to build. Furlong. Burns up the right hand side. Burns on Thomason and on Rathbone. Thomason. It did go for a goal kick. I thought it bounced over. The way it flicked up in the air, I thought it hit his foot. But well done by Thomason. He's been having himself a solid game. Having himself a solid game. What made the ball jump there? Oh, it was Burns' right foot coming down over top of the ball that made it bounce. I thought it had to have hit his foot. Thank you, Portsmouth. Close the poll. I gotta go over here to close the poll. Sorry, I've lost the match here. Okay. Mamete with the ball, taking it forward, bounces around, and well done. Doyle just steps in front and takes it. Now we're going to go on a counter punch, and Doyle is up there with Kiefer Moore. Heavy touch, and now he just lost it and gave it away. O'Shea down the side. Well done by Thomason to keep that in. Foul on Kiefer Moore. That was an interesting one. Kiefer Moore, touch there. Oh, Kiefer Moore falls. The thing is he goes down and he's rolled up over top of. He doesn't make the initial contact. The delay, and then hits the ground forward. Clark has to go all the way back. Kluwer's all the way up, 18-yard box with the press. Now it's Windass over on the other side. Dobson coming all the way over. It's flipped up into the air. Right now it's been broken down. Oh, okay. Cabore couldn't get around him. They called the foul on Cabore for trying to push his way through while he was being framed away. So free kick. Kipray's on it, 45 yards away from their goal. And we've only got 2 windows left because, remember, Sheaf had to come off for Dobson. But we'll see. We'll probably bring in, if we're down, we'll probably bring in some offensive punch to go and get for it. Katamatri or otherwise. Smith is on the bench. Broadhead coming in has to. DKD, Katamartri. And then you got Zach Viner as well come in, and that's got to be a foul. Thank you. Are we getting a card? Mehmeti just... They're getting called over. I missed it. The replay didn't have this, but they're saying Thomason got stepped on by Mehmeti, and they're just going to get talked to. Reconnecting OBS Studio. Why? I just got an alert that said I hope everybody's with me and I haven't lost something. It's now looks like it's coming back. I don't know what just happened. I'm just gonna... Are you all with me? We got an opportunity here. I'll just keep going with it and hope that everybody's with me. I don't see anything popping up on my screen. You're good. Okay, good. Yeah, I just lost everything. I said it was going to disconnect, and that was weird. I hadn't done anything. Had an opportunity there, but it ended up being cleared away. The fans try to pull. The noise, it's echoing. Fouled there. Free kick up against the line. The pressure is on. Yellow card on Burns for jumping in front of the ball. So it's wrong ref to do this to. Like, you've got to read the room, don't you? He's been giving out yellow cards like it's candy. And so why would you do anything that would give him a reason to give you a yellow card? Yeah, Giselle, I think that was on me. I don't know. OBS just popped up with a big alert that says you're being disconnected. I was like, I didn't do anything. And then had a massive frame drop rate. Oh no, thank you, Ogonko. That was a glorious pass, looking to find a zone over on the left hand side, Clark on the left hand side, and they weren't able to get to it, and Ogonko came out and grabbed it. But just danger is danger. It's going to be wide open too, because we've got to go for it, right? And so as we start to open things up, as the clock starts to tick, we're going to be leaving our back line exposed, and this is a team that can bite back. And so Windass, haven't said his name a lot. He's over on the right hand side. He's got Kabore. He doesn't get the ball. Is held up, and Windass is going to run towards the center of the pitch. He's got Thomason making a run. Can he find the pass? Ball! Oh, side netting! Gorgeous pass by Windass to Thomason. That was... You could see the run, and that was O'Shea again, I think, who threw his hand up and was offside and didn't see the man behind him. Did he not even recognize what was happening? No, it wasn't O'Shea. It was Furlong in desperation, putting his hands up so close, just there. Have yourself a game, Thomas. And he's only sitting at 7.1 on the FOTMOB. And that's crazy to me. It'll be a corner for us anyway. Let's do something off of a set piece. Get us into it. Right foot, high, 6-yard box, Clueworth. Headed, and then punch in the side of the face, and that's got to be a penalty. He's saying nothing? How's that not a penalty? Walton gets up, forearm shiver, and just completely slams Moore in the face. Hyam's up talking to him. If you punch somebody in the face when you go to get the ball, it's a penalty. Oh, he got him. That's a straight left right to the face. Boom. What the hell is this? The lino can't go out and give some help on this one? Like, this is as obvious as it gets. And now you're going to give a card to who? given a card to? Rathbone got booked? It's a penalty. Like, Rathbone was talking to the official and picked up a yellow. Like, the lino's got to go out and talk to him. Like, you've got to go out and talk to him. And what's Doyle walking off for? Did he go down for an injury and so he's got to go walk off? Millwall gets one closer. What? Like, I can't even think of a world as to where this is a justified non-call. Like, it's not like you can say that, his arms were close and it just made contact or something. Like, he came out and went to punch the ball with his left foot and he made contact with his face. Somebody can tell me I've got the rule wrong, but every time I've seen it, the obligation is on the goalkeeper, not... Like, the only thing I could see is are you saying that we jumped into him? He's wide open. I'm completely flabbergasted. Anyway, we're back underway. 61st minute. Down a goal. Penalty lost. I am... Mark just says, it's been fun, eh? Yeah, anyway, Ipswich with it. It's knocked out by Max Kluworth, and now we got to go and we got to get stuck in. It was a flying Superman punch. Like, it wasn't even close. And I'm the only thing I can think of is if we jumped at a 45-degree angle or 30-degree angle towards the keeper or something. Of the referee, potentially. Elvis just saw the replay and says that's crazy. I mean, I don't have a justification for it. Move on, as Jed's got the magic words, and they just make a mistake as Taylor, and we've got the ball, and we're going to throw it in, and now we got to get hungry. Max Kluworth, right foot, scooping it up for Kiefer Moore, and too heavy and can't get there, but the press is on, and Rathbone's going to go chase it down as it gets back to Walton, who's going to get booed. Wow. Well, it's been an interesting Saturday morning anyways. How are you guys doing? He's getting... I'm a little bit disappointed, to be fair, every time that Walton, like, he should be hearing boos every time. Like, just riding that guy. But we're kind of letting him off the hook. In any event, Keepray's got it through the middle of the pitch. Doyle in the middle, he's going to hook it forward, and unfortunately he just gives it back to Walton, and they're just going to play tennis with 20 players in the middle of the pitch. 19, I guess, because Ogonkwo was on the other side. Walton's absolutely perfect. Spry as all hell. Portsmouth scores again. That's the highlight of the night for Mac. Says, even my DAZN notifications were confused as my watch stated penalty awarded. Oh, another yellow card? Hyam gets a yellow. I gotta get updated here. Who doesn't have a yellow? Yeah, okay, it's a yellow. Moore, Windass, Kabore, O'Brien, and Thomason. So Rathbone and Kabore out. Broadhead and who? Longman? Kabore didn't really get opportunity. I mean, I didn't say his name a lot today, but they've walled him off quite frequently. Charlton getting one even. So we're getting help around here. Can we find at least one late? And nothing given. And so Clark realizes, gets back to his feet and plays it away from Max Kluworth back to their center backs, and now they're moving forward. Ipswich Town with it. Wow, nice little dance around there over on the right-hand side, and now it's pushed forward. Matusiwa with it. Far left-hand side. Clark with it. We've only got one window. Can I just say credit to Parkey for making a sub before the 65th minute as it's coming all the way back and it's into the box and area. Longman, brutal clear, but that's fine. Moore's going to run over, try and get it. Furlong with it. Is it going to go out for the throw? No, it's going to knock down by O'Shea. He's going to let it go. It's Broadhead all the way forward. Finds something. Right-footed, blocked, and it's a free ball! Scores! Thomason having himself a game. Whoo, baby, we deserve it. Thomason deserves it. More importantly, he has been epic today. Absolutely amazing. Forget the man of glass. Kakache can sit the rest of the season out. We can transfer him out and take a loss. I don't care. This Thomason kid is for real. And this was Broadhead backing himself. The former Ipswich man runs 35 yards, gets to 20 yards, smashes off a defender, rebound comes loose to Thomason, has the confidence, right foot, back net, 3-3. Thank you very much on the ricochet. I said right foot, it was left foot. I'd love for if that hit O'Shea. I don't think it did. I think it was off a keeper over to the right-hand side. Not that it matters. That's what they're trying to do is get the block. And we are at 3-3. What a game. What a day. This is nuts. Dave, I heard that call from downstairs and came running up. Turn your volume down. I woke up my whole family. Deandra with the comment of the night. Up the F in town. Find another one, boys. Get after it. How many times have we talked about game management and the press forces a turnover and we're still coming? Game management, you need a change, you need something to happen, and before the 65th minute he brings in Longman and Broadhead. Broadhead backs himself and created that one, and it's all over. So I've been riding Parkey for some game management decision. Amazing manager. Love the strategy. I'm okay with it. Love the way that he types the players he looks for. As a GM, he does the right thing. I got all the credit in the world for him. But his in-game, Thomason saves another one. And this is an extra possession, all created by him. Broadhead, a little bit too overzealous, and I can get that one. That's fine. But been critical of his game management, and here he sees we need a change. Before the 65th minute, he brings in two people. We make the change first, and he goes out and it gets us a goal. Yeah, okay, that's an actual foul. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call for 5-4. I'll settle for 4-3 if we get the next. Who would have thought this with all the rain? Norwich drawing back in on Birmingham. I'll take a draw on that one. 20 million quid for Josh Sargent. Anyway, Broadhead, give it to him. O'Brien was running. They go to Moore, set on the left-hand side. Drawn in, Broadhead, O'Brien, Broadhead, right foot! Not enough on it. Powder puff, muffin cannon, muffin shot. An easy one, but we are sniffing around, and Broadhead's got some jump. It's still 2-3? It should be 3-3. That was a sad shot. Throw in for us. Oh boy. Portsmouth 3. Nice. O'Brien up forward. Looking over his right shoulder. Broadhead. He's looking for options. He's got Longman over on the right. Windass now has it. Longman, he's not going to get it. Yes, he is. Kluworth in front of him. Far cross. Longman got it wrong. That's twice. Three changes from Ipswich. Man, if you were lucky enough to get a ticket for this one, you got your value, right? No, not the way that Longman gets his starting shirt back. Because he's had a bad clearance, and then he's had that... I don't even know what that was. Mehmeti's out. I can't see. No offense taken. I don't think I was joking. It's the MK Dons all over again. 5-4 crazy late goals all over the place. Buckle up, everybody. Jeebus, we've gone from 7th to 6th, 9th, back to 6th on the table. Oh man, we need to get some points so we just don't have to worry about this on the last day, but that doesn't make for good TV. Longman on the run. He's got pace over Davis, but can he get there first? Enough to put pressure on. Anyway, Davis falls. That was just, what was that? And we're going to get a free opportunity here. More. Back to Longman, and Davis comes back. Come to the ball, go to the ball. John. John's so far ahead. Go to the ball. Broadhead opportunity. He's trying to nick and pick a pocket. It's scrappy, but it's because we're trying to dispossess too, right? So you take the good with the bad. We got to find a way to maybe settle it down. If I have a heart attack today, please tell my family I love them. My God, is this crazy? Des, more too slow. I love that because it's... More too slow on the pass. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul through the back. Anyway, I guess not. And here they come. Clark, left-hand side. Not a really good ball by him, but O'Brien can't figure it out. Longman, nice save there. Well done. I'll give him credit for the effort there. Right? We can't go through their back on the feet, but they can go through our back on the ground. I don't get it. Maybe he's just afraid of having to give out more yellows. I don't think that was another one through the back, but if you weren't going to call a foul on going through on the previous one, 14 shots, 7 on target versus 7 and 5. The reality is it's just our back lines let us down a couple of times, and they had that wonder shot. Who knows what would have happened if that pen would have occurred. And a slip and a fall. That's one of the subs. Nunez just give it the whoop whoop whoop. Wiped out and biffed it. 2 balls now on the pitch. Can't play with 2 balls. So much. It's like there's only 17 minutes left, and not the way this game's going. 17 minutes is going to feel like an eternity. Thomason, give that guy more money. My God, what a game he's had. Side through Cleworth. 45, 50 yards out. He's now found Longman. Hit him cross. Hit him up with a cross. 18 yards, still dancing. Doesn't take it. Draws it back to Cleworth. Dobson. Over to Cleworth. Stab forward to Dobson. Left for Broadhead. Goes on a run. Loose ball. Windass collects. Looking for Broadhead. There he is. Can't find it. Over to the far side. Thomason now 19 yards. Windass 22 yards out towards the area. Can't find it. He's going to stab it out. Thomason. Let's go. Broadhead with it. Can he create something? He's looking. Can't find it. We're going to draw back and reset and refresh. And everybody have a moment. Breathe. Can't get there. And it's going to go out for a corner on the far side. As it Davis stabs it out as Longman was coming out. Smith? What about Smith? And here's the thing. When do we go for the 3 points? How late in the game do we make that sub? We only got 1 window left, so it's got to be late. When you're 3-3, do you bring Tyner in for his power instead of Dobson for his passing? I think we've got time, at least 5-10 left foot, far post, looking for it, up in the air! Scores! Doyle! Header! Back of the net, celebrate! That was delicious, 5 yards out. Walton doesn't come out for it. Doyle's there, puts it in the back of the net, and now now we're not bringing Smith in. Now we're not bringing Smith in because we took the lead and it's 4-3. Why did I call 5-4? I'm done. It's over. It's 4-3. That's it. What in the flying hell is with this game? I'm sorry to my family for waking them all up. I'm sure they're up. I just can't tell. Just beat Keeper and found it back in the net. Why did Walton not come out for that? That's so close to the area. Oh, I see, because he's too bad. I want to watch the replay. Was that Broadhead? Held him up, and he's calling for a penalty, and he doesn't get it. Nathan Broadhead framing him out. Oh, my God. Update the score. Sorry. I'm sorry for the speakers. It went. Oh, my word. Okay. Can we hold a lead? Oh, God, they had an opportunity right away. 16 minutes plus added times, guys. 16 minutes plus added time. 14 minutes plus added time. I can't do math. Okay, here we go. Buckle up. Matasiwa with it. Over to the right-hand side. Cross. Yard box. Chested down. Clark in a air. Longman tries to go and get it. Call the foul, sir. But instead, it's down on the ground. Loose ball. Keeper. They're still sniffing around. Clark with it. Scramble play. O'Brien. Tackle. Windass collects. And he leaves it for Longman to go on a chase, and we just can't get to it. Keeper flop. He got a little bit of a jersey tug, and he did the dive, and nothing there as Dobson got a little cheeky with the soft pull. Holy cow. Get it out. And O'Brien with a slide steal close to the box. When he went for the ground, I went a little bit. It's just simple subtraction, Dave. I couldn't subtract by 14. The fans are into it. I'm loving this. Ooh, that's a free kick. No? Ooh, not foul, not given. We undercut the man in the air. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm surprised that that's not a foul. Hurst, the latest sub, just eased him out of the way. Okay, I'll take it. Hurst is fine. Surprise, surprise. And Ogonko grabs it, and away we go. Best way to clear a chest infection. A 4-3 goal late. O'Shea with it. Moore knocks it out and forces a throw in. Ball boys take their time. Fans appropriately throw the ball and back into the stadium as he picks up the free one. Who scored goal 3 and goal 4? God, I'm so scrambled. I don't even remember what happened. Doyle got the other one on a header on a corner. Thomason got a ricochet goal. I mean, you go back to Moore and Windass, I'm going to have to watch the replays just to try and relive exactly what happened here. 2 O'Shea mistakes led to the other ones. And we still got 11 minutes plus added time. That's too far forward. And we've got the ball. Well done. Moved it forward. Thomason up to Moore. He's going to fakes and well done. Uses Thomason as a decoy and draws it back, and away we go with some added possession. And let's do a kickabout through the center backs. O'Brien with the ball towards the line, pushed into the back. No, nothing given. Gets up, nothing given. All right. Mugged LOB, but we're going to let it. Hey, as long as we let everything go, that benefits us. Is now Windass is mugging there. Oh, and they get the foul. Come on! You can't do that, official. We get mugged, they get mugged. Not this garbage. This is their third window, no? That's all windows, all subs. Interesting that just 4 minutes later, they're going to make another sub. Did McAteer come on with Nunez and Neal? Yes, he did. So then Hurst is another sub. And so Matasiwa, that's their third window. And we've got Dobson in the first one. And then we had Longman Broadhead together. So we still have one more window left. I don't think we're going for... No Smith. I think you put in a defender more than anything else. And so right foot shot on goal gets blocked. Ipswich with it. The rain has picked up. The football gods helping us with a glorious dump of liquid sunshine. Right foot scrambled in. There it is! And they just missed Hurst with the opportunity, and he's lying on the ground trying to get a penalty. That was a good little flick pass here. Found Hurst. Flick pass there for Hurst, and goes down. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. Oh, it is pouring. Great stuff. So the final substitution was Akpom. Was it Matasiwa or Kipre who came off? No, it was Matasiwa who came off. Nail biting. I'm dying here. Blow the full-time whistle just for our health. 8 minutes plus added time. What are we looking for added time in this one so far? It's been a lot of goals. Probably shouldn't be more than 3, but it'll probably be 5. Clark, he got around Longman, not really the best play there, and now he's nice pass forward by them, and now we're into trouble. Danger. Akpom into the area, goes towards the goal line, cut back pass! Trouble, left foot! And it's cleared away! Holy... And Broadhead takes the free kick. Well done, professional foul. Doyle with that block. Doyle. I love you, man. Clenching. I can't clench any harder. Cross. Kluwerth doesn't get enough on it. Is it going to go for a throw-in? Yes. Oh, God. We're all dying. Phew. Hey, hit the like button. This is going to feel like an eternity. This is going to feel like an eternity. I'm sweating. Clark with it. Why can we go on an attack? Can we do a thing that's different than this thing? Because I don't like this thing. Clark with it, moving forward, dancing around. He's 20 yards, far post, flipped up in the air, get up in the ladder, headed down, and Ogonkwo able to get it near post. Lay on the ground, sir. Lay on the ground, sir. You don't have enough yellow cards this season. You can eat a couple. We'll take a time waste yellow. Take the time waste yellow. Squeaky note, it's paralyzed. Doyle. Broadhead on the run. I don't know what's happening because we're on a replay, but we're 4-on-3. Longman, far post. No, it's going to go right foot. Big save, Walton. Can Longman get there? We had that opportunity, but I like this. Let's go forward. And then knocked down. It's going to go for a goal kick. And the ball boy sitting there, he won't get up, and makes Walton run all the way over for the ball. And you even saw the ball boy go like this. So close. That would have been it. That would have been amazing. Tyner making his debut, number 26. He is a big boy. I realized that from the photos that he wasn't tiny, but I didn't realize he was this big. But here he goes, standing. A round of applause for Viner. Windass coming off, Viner coming on. Are you putting him next to Hyam? And are we going... We're parking the bus. We are parking the bus, folks. I would have gone Smith for more as well. Reese, thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Oh, no, he's in the midfield role. And I'm okay with that. And you got him on set pieces for clearances. So all good there as Doyle knocks it down. Freed up, makes himself available, and there's his first touch, and it's a left foot scoop to nobody, but we'll take it. It's a clear. Deandra. Are you okay? Oh, turnover. Step forward, go Broadhead, right foot, scores! Nathan Broadhead against his former club calls in, and you are okay because that was the spoiler. It was Nathan Broadhead. We go 5-3. What the against the game today? I was too busy trying to make sure I was seriously concerned for Deandra. I was actually concerned for you. O'Brien with the pass, threads it through. Oh my God. And then Walton comes out, scoops it far post and give it. O'Brien stab through left foot, Broadhead collects, puts it in, back of the net. It's 5-3, and I don't care if it goes 5-4 now. Call it just to make me the prognosticator of all prognosticators, but just I'd rather see just end it. Just end it. Just end it. God, what a game. Uh-oh. I just lost my feed. I hope you guys are still with me. Yes, you are, but I just lost my feed because I don't know what happened. Park the effing bus. I've got to log in, so I'm going to be silent for a second. What's going on? Hold on. I'm silenced. You guys, I'm sorry. Video will be back momentarily. I'm definitely giving the prediction tomorrow. 2-1 in penalties, we win. And you have an absolute... I hope you just don't have a... it's going to be nerve-wracking for you. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. 12-3, let's go, Chris is shooting for. I'm back. 3 minutes left. Clueworth fouled, and we're going to take our time before we get back into this one and get it underway. Ipswich are leaving, walking out. My God, what a day. My God, 5-3. Oh, Gonko's got to check his cleats, you guys. He's got to check his cleats. Oh, assert yourself, lads. 5-3. Dobson, O'Brien, going to more, make it 6, give for more! No foul given. Handball, foul, something, nothing. That's a yellow or a red. That's a rugby tackle. And it's a yellow. A yellow. Straight draped over his shoulders. Hug and snuggle. Comes back and he just, a piggyback. I've never seen that, to be fair. Just straight rugby tackle over the top, pulls him down, grabs him. Good wrap technique around the ankles, to be fair. A minute and a half left. Free kick, Ipswich Town, 40 yards out. Up in the air, far post, knocked down, right foot. Oh, off the head. That's not handball, that's off his head. And Ogonko collects it. That wasn't a handball, that was off his head. That was off his head. I would have sat there and grabbed the head. No, it hit him in the head. It hit him in the head. No? Longman, a nice ball forward. Over to the corner flag, and we're going to keep it there. Well done. Pushed and stabbed out. Throw to us. That's a highlight of the year right there. Somebody get the Superman theme song music. And the waving of the cape. 5-3 Ipswich Town at home. Holy crap. When we were going Altrincham away, would you have ever? I shouldn't say that, I know one of the owners of Altrincham. But crazy that this is... And what a nutty game. Oh, well, here they come again. Let's buckle up and have some fun. Davis up to Clark. Clark still a long distance away. Gonna draw it all the way over. Neal, right foot, looking to the far side. And it couldn't get to it, McAteer. McAteer. 6 have added? Don't want him to go home? Oh, it said it hit him in the chest on the replay. I thought it hit him in the head, to be fair, on both replays, but they slowed it down and watched it back. Ipswich fans are not happy. That makes me happy. Moore pushed. Foul given against Moore for the first one, and anyway, it's going to be Kipre pushing forward. Oh my word. I don't even know what to do with life. Deandra, F off who decided 6 minutes. Sounds like it could be around 10 yellows. Kipre up forward. I wonder if anybody got triggered with yellow card accumulation just because of this guy too, and put him at risk, because that's into the box and into the area, and it's knocked up in the air by Max. Longman just puts it further up into the air. Dobson puts it further up into the air, and now it hits the ground and gets settled down. Clark over left-hand side. Blocked. Well done. Longman spinning, knocks that one out. 4.5 left in the added time. Brendan, I need to not produce more often 5 goals. You have missed yourself a spectacular, nutty, holy crap game, Brendan. You'll have to watch this back on the replay because there's so much in this that pen, not a pen, head flops, you would have lost your mind. This is a nutty one. Into the area, headed away. Moore trying to get to it. Cat sheltered away. Kipre grabs it. He's got it. 35 yards. He's looking forward. Well done, Hyam. Had it away, but not clear. It's down for Clark. 18 yards out into the area. Dancing around. We're just parking the bus. Neal over to the right-hand side. Nunez further over. McAteer. He's going to curl back towards the center, and he's going to go to Clark on the opposite side and misses the pass, and whee! It's a throw-in for us. Santiago says, up the town, up the friggin' town. How do we only have 60 likes on a game like this? I don't know. I'm just here having fun on a Saturday morning. My God, what a day. 3 minutes left in the added time. Why are Wrexham fans leaving? You never leave a game. Free kick for them. Moore. The referee's just calling everything against Moore. We took it twice. They rested their best team. We bested them. We beat their B team. Crazy. Crazy. More push in the back. Foul. You're going to get a yellow for accumulation? No, nothing. Nunez with it over to the right-hand side. McAteer, 18 yards. He's going to take on Thomason. And oh, there's a little bit of a hole from Broadhead, but he's flicked up into the air. Header. Hurst. Contact, but missed to the right. When was the last time Wrexham scored 5? Somebody asked ChatGPT. I'm too busy. Holy cow. And sorry, Brendan, if you were looking to log into Video Ninja, I didn't bring it up just because it was easier for me to do. And I had a problem with OBS Studio and Telescore. So I had to go with it. Ogonkwo gets us back underway. 1 minute 45 seconds left on this one as it's headed out, and we'll take a throw in. Second best, this isn't my news, I'm taking this one from the broadcast. Second best defensive record in the championship for Ipswich. And we put us 5 spot on one of the top defensive teams. So hopefully we play like this on a continued basis. God damn. Back underway. Kipre. Moore's got like 3 fouls in a row. Still running with it is Neal. He's going to draw it back. Nunez, he's going to go. That's not McAteer. Furlong has it. He's got McAteer, but instead he draws it back. 35 yards out, still looking, but they find Clark. He's in a dangerous territory. He's taking on our man in the box across the front of the goal. Nothing there. Everybody just parked the bus, and it's going to be a chip up over top, and Ogonkwo goes up and collects and hits the ground. 30 seconds. Stay down, sir. Why? Somebody's got to tell Ogonkwo that he doesn't have enough yellow cards, and he's allowed to eat one too. But instead, he gets us back underway a little bit too quick for my liking. Scold that man. And it's going to go out for a throw kick. 20 seconds. On what has been one of the most entertaining Wrexham games I can recall. Exceptional output. Stabbed forward. It's going to be Hurst. Knocked out. Throw in. We're at the 6th minute. It's thrown in. Blow it down. 3 points. It's a final. It's a 5-3 game. What in the hell? Talk to me about today. Holy crap. That's a final. How do we summarize this one? The clock has stopped. I was close. I did call 5. I didn't really call 5. I thought it was going to be a 1-1 draw, but I said after it started, I said this could end up being a 5-4. Hey, Freddie from Colombia. Nice to have you. Absolutely bonkers. I want to watch the replay goals. I mean, both teams punching each other, heavyweights going at it early. Mistakes. Travis says, my favorite game of the year. Definitely could be. Deandra's breathing. Before everybody leaves, 5:10 East Pacific, 8:10 Eastern, which makes it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Canada, USA, I'm going to set that one up, and I'm going to do an Olympic watch along. Got to do that. And then immediately following that, Deandra and I will do mostly Deandra, will do the Cardiff. It's Cardiff City tomorrow with the cup, right? The cup final. But let's just talk about this one for a second. I'm going to go through and see if I can recall all the goals here. So, I know it was an O'Shea mistake. God, I can't even remember. Thanks, Deandra. The more in the Windass goal were mistakes, but I can't remember which one was from which mistake. Now I remember. Moore gets the amazing pass, cuts his way forward, and he gets the bounce back. O'Shea's chasing after him, and O'Shea says to keeper, I got him, and doesn't go and get Moore. So Moore finally realizes, hell, I'm like 10 yards out, I'm going to put it in. Go Canada. Terrible refereeing. That's absolutely true. The referee needs to have a punt to the noggin. The second one was another mistake on the cross that came over, and O'Shea jumps in the air, does whatever, knocks it forward, and Windass is able to collect it after a Thomason shot, rebound. Windass collects and scores. God, I don't even want to go through it. I just want to watch the highlights. That was just embrace this, suck it all in. Jamie's going to go lie down. I need to go and have like about 32 cigarettes or something. And I've got a crazy day. Do I stay on and watch the highlights? Yeah, I don't want to go. I want to just stay. Just a little bit longer. And I will bring this one over. Hold on. Holy. Stats are up for this one. Now as I'm talking without this on, I realize how loud I was, because I probably woke up the neighbors, I'm guessing, if this is considered loud. 49%, 51%. Look, they had possession at the end. Does it really matter? No, because we controlled the games. XG 2.09 to 0.81. So a 2 to 0.18 XG ends up with a 5-3. Total shots 17-13 with 10 on target for us, 6 on target for them. And then big chances 3-1, and we actually missed one. They didn't miss any of theirs. Accurate passes 352. We had 255 at the half and only had like 100 afterwards, but that's partly parking the bus, partly taking our opportunities. It doesn't matter. 82%. We looked good with the ball at our feet. And oh, here we go. There's more scoring the first one when he's long ball forward, headed on by Windass, and he goes forward. And this was just laziness by O'Shea saying, I got him, and then doesn't get there. And he just puts it top bins. The next one that comes forward, this was a defensive letdown. Oh, this was the shot. Left Ipswich Town pushes it forward. Ogonkwo makes the save, leaves it there to be collected and can't go ahead and grab it. And that's the Mametti goal at the 19-minute mark. So we then turn around and answer the other way with another O'Shea mistake. I'm just wondering with this shot, and I will probably wonder for a long time, whether Ogonkwo should have been more to the left. But anyway, rainy day, doesn't get to it. Defensive scramble, and it goes into the back of the net. Bonk him, and then I can't see that. And then it's just given up over to Windass, and he drops that one in. And then they had their two immediate goals right after that, right? With Azon and Keepray, and that one was a Clueworth letdown. Just to go back to the stats really quick so I can get back to the chat. Touches in the box, 24-22. Like, this was just a game. Two heavyweights punching each other in the mouth for 90 minutes plus. Bogota. Coventry won, Middlesbrough drew, Millwall lost, Hull lost, Ipswich opportunity coming forward. It was just the flick pass and Max just not back. And you can even see him let back. He realized it on the way back. That was just a Max mistake. And the flick pass over to Azon gets it in. And that was a 2-2. And then they come back after the half and they get another one. We've gone all Spanish. It's games like this that was magic. Oh, I'd have to cut this all myself, and it's just, the problem is I know I've got a lot of stuff to do today because my kid's been destroying everything in the house. I gotta make it to the Home Depot and grab a bunch of stuff, and it's gonna be madness. So then they come back, they go up 3-2 right after the half. So like it's like 2 minutes of gameplay, and they've gone from 2-1 down to 3-2 up. This one from a corner that comes across, it gets headed out and it lands, or cleared out, and it lands just to Keepray, who puts an absolute belter on it. Dobson got his feet on it. He had to get his feet on it to stop it from crossing to Clark on the back's post. The bad news is it rolls right through the middle, and Keepray smashes it. I don't know how that penalty doesn't get called. Punched in the face is Doyle. No penalty called. If you get a chance to watch that replay, headed forward, Doyle goes up there and he just takes it left shot right to the noggin. But the guys stick to it. Playing advantage, the referee is, and Broadhead straps up the former Ipswich man. Block, ricochet, goes to Thomason, who deserved it. Best game a left winger has had in a Wrexham jersey since I can remember. Thomason, absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Des, no worries. I have tons of fun with it. Gets Broadhead, he was on it. And Thomason, near post, can't get to it. 3-3, that's where it is. And then you've got the header. Doyle heads that one in. Salutes the crowd on the corner, served up beautifully, and I wondered how he was so free and clear and what Walton was doing being all distracted, but that was Broadhead sheltering him off. And he said, I want to call, because I would have thought, go and punch that, but instead of fighting through the ball, he tries to get a foul, and instead we find the back of the net. Absolutely nuts. So 4-3, we're having a heart attack, right? Everybody's dying. And then it's a turnover. Stabbed away. More Broadhead. Thank you very much. And that's the day. Oh, I'll go back to the chat. We'll wrap up. I don't want to leave, but I feel like I got to go and pollute the lungs and have a breath. And I will see you tomorrow as I put my heart through the ringer, as we're going to have Canada-USA Olympic gold medal hockey. I haven't done hockey on the channel, but I'm going to have to do it. So if you never watched hockey, this is a good opportunity. I'm happy to describe things and explain how things happen until probably the last little bit where if I'm having a heart attack. So jump onto Twitter and celebrate whatever it is your routine. And we'll see after the hockey match, Deandra and I will do the Cardiff Swansea Cup title match. And what a day. 5-3. I haven't looked at the standings. I know everybody's given the update, but the gorgeous thing of today is 6 had a divide between 5th place that was absolutely massive. And with Hull losing, and with Ipswich losing, and with Millwall losing, and us winning, everything draws closer now. Do you get much separation from the teams behind? Not really. I mean, Brum's two behind, Derby's 3 behind, with Watford and Preston and Southampton, Bristol City, QPR, all there. But the nice thing about this is it's not just for the 6th spot now. On goal differential, with a win and a loss from Hull City, we're up into 5th, right? And tied with Ipswich Town for 4th. And this is now a climb. So we are in it. Do not next week. Just to give you, I'm going to grab the schedule, and we know that the Chelsea game is going to be on a Saturday, thankfully, in the afternoon. But we've got a Tuesday game on the 24th, Portsmouth at home. So we'll see you on Tuesday, Portsmouth, and then we're on the road to Charlton. 2 games where we'd like to get points, and if you can take those 6, don't let it slip now. Grab those, and let's roll as we look to build points so that we can avoid the Middlesbrough-Coventry ending. Thanks. Familiar music to everybody as I start to shut it down. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you